Do you know that in some parts of ancient Igbo people land, the birth of twins was not a blessing? It was a death sentence. For centuries, a deeply rooted belief led to one of the most disturbing cultural practices in pre-colonial Nigeria, the killing or abandonment of twins, known as Ejima. But why would a society value life, yet reject twins? What did they believe twins truly were? And how did this tradition finally come to an end? Because the truth is far more complex and unsettling than you think. In most cultures, the birth of twins is a moment of joy, double blessings, double celebration. But in parts of ancient Igbo society, it was the opposite. When a woman gave birth to twins, fear would spread through the village. Not excitement, not pride, fear. The children were believed to be unnatural, a violation of the natural order, something not entirely human. And just like that, a mother's joy turned into dread. But here's where things get interesting. This belief didn't come from cruelty alone. It came from something deeper, something spiritual. Ancient Igbo society was deeply spiritual. Every event, birth, death, illness, had meaning tied to the unseen world. Nothing was random. So when twins were born, people asked one question: how can one womb produce two beings at once? To them, it didn't make sense. It defied nature. And anything that defied nature was dangerous. Some believed twins were evil spirits. Others believed they were a sign of a curse or punishment from the gods. Even worse, it was thought that allowing twins to live could bring disaster, famine, disease, death. So the solution, in their eyes, was simple: remove the threat before it destroys the community. And that's where everything takes a darker turn. The killing of twins wasn't always direct. Sometimes it was done through abandonment. Newborn twins would be taken deep into the forest, left there, alone. No protection, no food, no chance. The forest, often considered a sacred or forbidden place, would deal with them. And the mother? She was often treated as cursed too. Isolated, shamed, feared. Her body had done something unnatural. Her children had to be erased, and her identity permanently marked. But what happened next shocked everyone, because not all communities handled twins the same way. Here's something many people don't know. Not all Igbo communities practiced this. Some accepted twins. Some even celebrated them. Which raises a powerful question. If the belief wasn't universal, why did it persist so strongly in some areas? The answer lies in fear. Fear spreads faster than truth. Once a few influential communities labeled twins as dangerous, the belief became law. Tradition hardened. Questioning it became almost impossible, because going against tradition meant risking everything: your reputation, your family, your life. But then, everything changed. In the late 19th century, a Scottish missionary named Mary Slessor arrived in West Africa. What she discovered horrified her. Twins abandoned, mothers rejected, lives destroyed in the name of belief. But instead of walking away, she stepped in. She began rescuing abandoned twins, raising them, protecting them, proving something radical: that twins were not cursed, that nothing bad happened when they lived. At first, communities resisted strongly, but over time, something undeniable happened. Nothing catastrophic followed. No divine punishment, no destruction. The belief began to crack. This is where everything changed. The turning point wasn't a single event. It was a slow collapse of fear. As more twins survived, as more people saw the truth, the narrative shifted. What was once seen as evil became normal, and eventually celebrated. Today, among the Igbo people, twins are often viewed as a blessing, a complete reversal, from death to honor. But the past still lingers, and it forces us to ask an uncomfortable question: how many other traditions, anywhere in the world, exist simply because no one dared to question them? The story of Ejima in ancient Igbo land is not just about twins. It's about belief, about fear, about how culture can shape reality, sometimes in dangerous ways, and how change often begins with just one person willing to challenge the norm. Because what we accept as tradition today may be questioned tomorrow. If this story made you think differently about culture, belief, or history, then you're already seeing what most people miss. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think traditions should always be preserved or challenged? And if you want more stories like this, raw, untold, and deeply human, you already know what to do. Share your thought below and subscribe for more stories from ancient traditions.